Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I decided to do a little life update. For starters, the first update that I have for you guys is that the original video that was supposed to go up today was actually supposed to be a bullet journal video, and I spent, I kid you not, a good 4 or 5 hours sitting down and getting a bunch of footage of my bullet journal and showing you guys bullet journal ideas. And I was so excited to share this video with you guys because when I mentioned that I did bullet journaling, a lot of you got like super excited and wanted to know what I had in my bullet journal. And I've found bullet journaling to be a very great like creative outlet for me and a place where I can like practice my calligraphy. And long story short, I was just really excited. And so I took a lot of time to really go into detail and share with you guys what my bullet journal looked like, share with you guys tips and tricks and just a bunch of like cool ideas to make it look super cool and to make it be still very like productive, like of wow, how do you say this? Like still make it in such a way where you can still use it for like productivity reasons. That's what I meant to say. So basically I had that filmed for you guys and I was really excited. And so sadly though, the way I had the camera propped up was in such a way where you guys could see like, you know, what was going on. However, like on the monitor it looked totally normal. I don't know how I missed this, but then once I started to edit the footage, I realized that there was like this the slightest slant in the way the footage was like taken to where my notebook looks slanted. And so with that being said, the footage just like was not really recoverable, if that's how you say it. There wasn't any way of me really using it or getting a good enough angle to where I could show you guys in detail what I was doing. So it wouldn't have been like a very enjoyable like angle to look at, especially for like what I was doing. So I decided to not use that footage. So needless to say, I don't have a bullet journal video for today. However, as soon as I get a new bullet journal and I sit down and refilm everything, I will post it and share it with you guys. So I promise I'll have that out there at some point. I do need to get a new bullet journal though because I ran out of pages. So soon. But that's the first little update, kind of a bummer. I was really excited, so there's that. The second life update that I have for you guys is that I mentioned in one of my videos, I can't even remember which one it was, but I started 2 jobs. So luckily like this whole 2 jobs thing only like lasted for like the span of like a month or a month and a half. But let me tell you guys, working 2 jobs is not very easy. It's just really exhausting because like scheduling is kind of difficult because even if I would have a day off at one job, I'd still be working at the other one. So very rarely would I find like a full day off. And then having to work like full shifts at both jobs in one day is just like really exhausting and kind of discouraging. And the reason I say this is because like for one, I was really tired. All I wanted to do was sleep. My body hurt because like I was just tired of having to like work all the time. But even more so than that, it was just kind of discouraging to have to be working like so much and almost have to put a pause on the things that I wanted to do in life. Because around this time I had also announced that I was going to be posting 2 videos a week on YouTube, and I wanted to become a little more active on social media, particularly like Instagram, and I wanted to go to the gym more often. There's just a lot of things that I wanted to do, all great things, but I think I wasn't very mindful of like how much I was putting on my plate. So with all that being said, I got really tired. I felt quite burned out, to be honest. And so I guess that's the second life update. Basically, like, if you guys don't need to be working more than one job, like, don't do it because it's pretty exhausting. It's pretty taxing on your body. And I think the biggest takeaway from this, though, is, okay, so I guess the update actually is I actually put my 2 weeks in at one of my jobs. And so now I'm finally back to working one job, which is so nice. It's only been a week since I went back to one job, but even in that, I just feel so much better. But basically the biggest thing that I learned from like this short season, which like honestly I don't know how people do this long term, like more than a month, having to work 2 even 3 jobs, because it's really really hard. But I kind of just wanted to like use this life update to share with you guys my life, but also just kind of like motivate you guys, if you're on the same boat. Having to work 2 jobs is not easy, but I know that sometimes like it's just something you need to do, because you know you may not be getting enough hours at one job, you may not be getting a good enough salary, or you know you're tight on money, or you have bills to pay, or like whatever the situation may be for your case. Like for me personally, having to work 2 jobs and having to put a pause on like certain things, I just felt like I wasn't able to put a lot of energy on the things that I wanted to do. A lot of my energy was going towards having to go to work, as opposed to spending more time on my videos, or you know being more active on social media like I said, or even going to the gym. I just noticed how much more tired I was and how less effective I was in my workouts. So needless to say, with all of that, I think that the biggest takeaway that I had was like, you know, it can be really discouraging to have to put a pause, or have to put your energy towards something else, because it kind of makes you feel like you know you're not putting in efforts, or you know you're not really taking the time to do the things that you love. And like if you guys are, I feel like it's going to be kind of hard to express, but if you guys are kind of like in the same boat, like where you feel like you have to spend a lot more time in work or in school, or if you're just having to give your energy towards something that you don't want to give it to, but you kind of have to, just, you know, to get by, or to like move past whatever it is, like, you know, there's going to be a time in life where you're finally going to be able to, you know, put energy towards the things you want to do. You're going to be able to finally say, okay, like I don't work for anyone, or I don't have to be working 2 jobs, or I can finally pay my bills on time, or I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. Like whatever the case may be, I kind of just wanted to throw that out there, because I feel like oftentimes so many people who like have to pick up an extra job, or fall under a category where they can't really invest so much on things that, you know, they want to invest in, because they have to, you know, prioritize other things. They kind of get looked at like seriously, like, do you want to be that person who's like giving all your time to someone else? Or why is it that you can't afford to pay for certain things? Or why are you still struggling? Like, I think that so oftentimes that happens, and it's kind of sad, because like that's just life. And it's not to say that like if you're choosing to pick up a second job, if you're choosing to have to put more energy into other things that you don't want to be doing your whole life, like it doesn't mean that you're all of a sudden saying goodbye to your dreams, or that you're not gonna achieve what you want to achieve in life. I don't know if that like made sense in any way, but I guess that's kind of my second life update. Luckily, I'm down to 1 job again, like I said. But I kind of just wanted to like share that. And also, so the jobs that I worked in were like customer service based. And guys, if you're going to be a customer who goes into like a restaurant or a fast food place, or like whatever job that has customer service, my God, be a good and nice customer. Like, I have had so many people who have come into my job and acted so entitled or so disrespectful, when like us as employees, like it's not our fault that certain things are happening. I don't know if any of that makes sense. I feel like I say this a lot in my videos because I have a hard time expressing myself. But long story short, I'm back to 1 job, worked 2 jobs, not the best thing. But yeah, just be mindful of like people overall, and don't feel like, you know, you're not going to get where you want to get in life. You know, you have to work for it. And just because you have to, you know, put your energy in other things and not put a lot of energy in what you want to do, like obviously, you know, you have to find that balance and figure out how you know, you're still going to be investing in what you want to do in life, but it's okay if you're at a place where you can't really do that right now. That's my second update. Hope that made sense. The last and final update, which is the biggest reason why I wanted to do this video, I wanted to save this announcement until we got closer to the beginning of July, just because it makes more sense to announce it then, I think. However, I just, because of everything that happened with like the bullet journal video and, you know, whatever, I just got excited. So basically, Grayson and I are moving. For those of you guys who don't know, Grayson's originally from Arkansas, and I basically grew up here in Florida. We got married in Arkansas and lived in Arkansas for about, I think it was 7 or 8 months before we decided to transition over to Florida. My family lives here in Florida, my friends are here in Florida, and so we took one car and stuffed it with a bunch of boxes and bags of like clothing and kitchen stuff and just like our personal belongings. We put as much as we could into that car and then drove to Florida. It was a fun experience because we got to like stop at the beach and kind of have like a little vacation. But another thing is like honestly, having to drive for such a long time is exhausting. But sadly, we're going to have to do that again because we're going to be moving back to Arkansas. So, we moved here to Florida and we lived here, I think, for about another 8 or so months. The biggest reason why we moved to Florida, a lot of it had to do with the fact that I kind of missed being around my friends and family, and we also kind of thought that like business-wise, it'd be good to do investments here in Florida. And so we kind of moved with like the anticipation and the vision of doing certain things here. But after being here for a while, we kind of just realized that like it's not like the people that are here we like love and we're gonna miss. However, the place in itself, like the state, is just not a state that we see ourselves settling down in. And so to kind of start up a business there is also hard in itself, to kind of envision ourselves having to stay somewhere for an extended period of time. And I don't know. So I'll definitely go into detail in regards to this a lot more later into the future. Maybe like once we start to like unpack or move into our apartment in Arkansas. But to kind of give you guys the gist of it, we're going to move back. We're looking to move back around July. We have an apartment and we're really excited. We have to go through a bunch of boxes and figure out what the heck we're going to take because we have limited space because we're driving back. So it's going to be such a long drive. Honestly, I feel bad for Grayson though because all I really do on car rides is sleep and he drives. So I need to figure out how to get better at that. But that's basically the gist of what the life updates have, or what my life has been this past month. I'm still going to be posting 2 videos a week. I'm trying to get more active on Instagram, and I'm really trying to just like give more energy towards the things that, you know, I envision myself doing long term and the things that, you know, I aspire to achieve in life and all that good stuff. But needless to say, I'm still working. I still have to put my energy towards other things that, you know, require my energy. It's just part of adulting. That's just how life goes. But yeah, so that's basically the gist of my life update. I'm really excited. I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, I think just, you know, I hope that you guys, wherever you're at in life, that you're encouraged in some way. Don't feel like, you know, you're not going to get where you want to get in life, because it's all a process. And I constantly see this random picture on Instagram that goes and says like, where you are now, you envisioned yourself to be in that place a while back. So basically saying that like, where you are right now, you may not like it, but if you really think about it, a few years back, you saw yourself where you are now. So just enjoy life, take it day by day. you know, dream and vision and put your energy towards things that you want to do, but like, you know, being mindful and find a good balance, and, you know, don't feel bad if you're not where you want to be quite yet. I'm not where I want to be quite yet. It's still a process. But Grayson and I are taking baby steps and we're excited, and yeah, that's basically it. I wanted to like unpack some boxes and kind of look through things that I was gonna take and not gonna take in this video, but if I'm being honest with you guys, we have the boxes stored up in a closet where I can reach, but they're really heavy and Grayson's not home. So I don't want to break anything. So I decided to just like sit down and share with you guys kind of that little update. I hope it was somewhat interesting. I'll definitely go into more detail about our move, and I'm definitely looking forward to sharing with you guys, you know, when we move, our apartment tour, decorating, like I have all these fun things that I want to share with you guys, but it's all a process, and you know, so I'm taking it day by day. I love you guys. I look like a bum. Like I said, Grayson's shirt just kind of woke up. These are my PJs. So yeah, I hope that you guys have a great day. I will see you guys on Friday. I'll have a bullet journal video up sometime soon. And yeah, if you guys have any questions in regards to this little life update, let me know down below. Or if there's anything you want to talk about in regards to your life, also, please feel free to reach out to me. You can comment down below or private message me on Instagram. I'd love to be able to connect with you guys and kind of just talk about life. So yeah, I don't really know how this video is going to turn out because all I've been doing is talking. So we'll see how it goes as I edit it. But I hope that you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys on Friday. I love you guys, and that's basically it. So I'm out.